Dungeons Game Fair 2019 coverage on DDO players, brought to you by the Skull Splitter Dice Company. For all of your dice needs, check them out. They have metal dice to regular dice to some specialty dice that you might not know existed. All colors of dice as well. Also check out their blogs where they have some great play guides for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. That's our friends over at the Skull Splitter Dice Company, skullsplitterdice.com. And don't forget, if you are a new customer, mention that DDO player sent you and you will get a free set of dice. Hey everybody, DDO players, we are still at Origins Game Fair 2019, still on Saturday. We have made our way to the Haba booth with Tiffany. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
How has your Gen Con been? That's the Gen Con. I've done that twice today now. Origins, I am not at Gen Con yet. Soon.
No, I need more time.
Exactly.
I can't be there yet. Origins is going great. It's been fabulous. We have a new booth set up. We have a lot more products. Everything has been fantastic.
So tell us a little bit about Haba, the company.
Oh, wow. All right. So Haba is actually a German toy company. Celebrated its 80th anniversary last year, I believe. But we are the U.S. division, and so we import a lot of Haba's toys and games, and we here at Haba at the Origins are focusing obviously mostly on the games. So we make games for kids and families as young as 2 years old, all the way up to 99 is what we like to say. We have a few different lines. We have our very first game line, which is for toddlers, the 2-year-olds, and then we have our yellow box line, which is for like ages like 4 to 99, or typically people buy them for like 4 to 10. And then we have our family game line, which includes Hanga, and that one starts at like 8 and up. And so Hanga is for 8 and up. This is our new title in our family game line this year, and it's 2 to 5 players, and it takes about 45 minutes to 60 minutes, depending on player count, most games. But this is our intro to action selection, or like a little bit of worker placement kind of style with some economy resource management.
Okay.
So what you're doing in the game is you're trying to become the next chieftain of the saber-toothed tiger tribe. And to prove that you're worth that title, you have to have the most points at the end of the game. The game will go until a certain point threshold is hit, and it just depends on the number of players. So for example, if we were playing a 3-player game, as soon as somebody hit 35 points, that would be the end of the round.
Okay.
Or the end of the game, whoever started, we would know everybody gets the same number of turns. So, kind of standard stuff.
Right.
But what you're doing is you're going around, you're gathering resources, you're completing contracts or bartering with neighboring tribes with those resources. You're also competing with your opponents directly in this little race area over here, in addition to this control area over here with the mammoths. And the really interesting mechanic is on your turn, you play your card to one of the 4 quadrants on the board, and every card has 4 hands on it. These are your action points. It's like a worker, right?
Right.
You have like 4 workers basically that you're sending out.
Okay.
So you have 4 places you can play the card, and where you play it and how you rotate the card will determine what you do. So if I go here, I'm going to get 2 mushrooms. So I can adjust on my board. I got 2 mushrooms. And then I get 1 card, so I draw the card, and these are like bonus cards, kind of rule breaky, bendy, get free stuff kind of.
Right. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. And then I pet the kitty. I pet Hanga. I make sure I put a hand in to pet Hanga. So that's an example, right, of one of the things that you can do on your turn, and you can go to any quadrant, and as you play, you're gonna be frustrated because a lot of the cards, they always all have 4 hands on them, but the hands are in different positions.
And it just depends how you position it, where you're going to go. Okay.
Yeah. So, and the reason that people want to fight over this for the area control is because if you have the majority of mammoths in this area, right here, so the red player would get the tusk, and that means that they're going to be able to draw this card, which actually gives them 5 action points.
Oh, all right.
If they have majority here, and it costs 1 of each resource to get a mammoth here, you're going to have a little bit of an advantage every round. So there's that. But so you're using this to get resources, to complete contracts, to race over here. which I'll just talk about. So when you allocate hands, let's do it, to this area, you're going to go up the number of steps equal to the hands that you put in. And as the game progresses and people go up, let's say this player does that. As soon as someone hits the top, we pause. Everyone will score related to where they are.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We love a race, going on.
So there's quite a bit of strategy involved in it, actually, then.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And we like to throw a monkey wrench in. Well, we like to throw a cat in the mix. So we have Hanga. So whenever you play a card, if you don't allocate one of your action points, one of your hands to pet the kitty, to pay attention to Hanga, he gets annoyed. And he comes and he sits in front of you and he steals a fish from you. And if you don't have a fish, he'll steal a berry. And if you don't have berries, he'll steal a mushroom. If you don't have mushrooms, he'll steal water. If you don't have water, he'll steal mammoths. Not good, right? And he will stay in front of you until someone else ignores him or you tell him to go away. So even though Hanga's not here, all the other players still have to pay attention to his
Pay attention to where, okay, all right.
And as soon as one of them doesn't, Hanga will move to them. But if I start my turn and Hanga's still in front of me, he's going to steal more from me. He's going to steal another food item before I can do anything. The only other way he can go away is there's a go away Hanga card. There we go. There's a couple go away Hanga cards in this deck, and so if you have one, you can play one, and you send Hanga back to the center.
Gotcha, okay.
So it's one of those games where, like, sometimes it's worth it to keep petting Hanga, but sometimes, like with this card, I don't want to pet Hanga. It's not advantageous for me to do that, so I'm going to say, no, you know what, I'm going to ignore Hanga, go up on this, and then I'll get a fish to replace
and then
the one that he's eating, right? So you have to weigh that versus the positives, which is something that a lot of people don't expect from a Haba game, right?
Well, yeah, there's quite a bit of strategy in that for the games you typically do. So yeah,
exactly.
And is this available now?
This is available now. It's in your friendly local game stores. It's also online. We were sold out for a little while. Heavy Cardboard did mention it on a podcast, and we sold out. We're out of print for like a few months. But we have more orders landing. There is a how to play on Watch It Played. So Rodney did a Watch It Played video for us. So you can learn from Rodney. We also have John Gets Games did a full tutorial playthrough.
Okay.
So you can go learn from him. And yeah, so there's lots of different ways to learn more about Hanga, and you can get it in stores now. It's $49.99 MSRP. And yeah, that's Hanga. All right, we're back in the Haba booth. We moved down, Video Magic. And now we're talking about Snail Sprint. So this is a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 5 and up. It takes about 15-20 minutes to play. And in this game, it's a racing game. But none of us owns an individual snail. Oh no. Instead, we are all rooting for 3 different snails. And so at the beginning of the game, you get dealt a card, and it shows you what 3 snails you are rooting for. And it's secret. So I don't know what you got, audience. Just don't tell me, okay? So, and I get my own, right? And then on your turn, you're going to roll the dice. And this is going to, that's a boring dice roll. Let's do this. So you're going to roll the dice, and this is going to tell you what snails you can move. So in this case, I can move the purple snail to the next green spot, or the green snail to the next purple spot.
Okay.
So I'm going to look at my card, see what snails I care about, and I'm going to do this for no reason. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. All right? All right? So then it would be your turn. Here, I'll roll for you. Oh, that's pretty boring too. Let's do that. All right. So audience, you would want to roll. You would either want to move the yellow snail to the blue spot, or the blue snail to the yellow spot. So you would look, audience, and just, for no reason whatsoever, I don't know, you're doing this through telekinesis. Thank you for telling me what to do. You wanted to do that, right? Cool. So then I would go, and I'll just, use a little bit of video magic / cheating. Let's say I rolled this one. Here we go. So I can move the purple snail to orange and the orange snail to purple.
Right.
Now, in this case, the nearest purple spot is actually the purple snail. So when a snail is on a spot, that spot is now covered, and the spot color is now the snail that's on there. So now this spot is an orange spot.
Okay.
But while the snail down here is covered, they can't move. So purple is frozen, basically, until orange gets off. So as the game progresses and we learn what we try and figure out what each other wants to move, we can, be a little offensive, or maybe that's defensive, that's offensive,
Yeah.
in blocking our snails.
And you can block the other guy. Gotcha.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But the snails are gonna go, they're gonna race up the side of the tent, because they're snails, right? So they're gonna go up, and they're gonna go to the top, and they're gonna go down, around, and into the box. And the game ends as soon as 3 snails finish. And as soon as 3 snails are on the podium, we'll all reveal who we were cheering
What
for.
you call, yeah.
And we get points based on that. So we were both going for orange. You thought it would have done better. I mean, really. But I would get 2 points for purple. And oh, it looks like my telekinesis wasn't good with you all. You all get no points because none of your snails finished. But that's the game. The board is double-sided. So if you want to play with older kids or have some more strategy and spot, play with the other side.
So there's basically the easier and then a little bit more difficult board.
Yeah, and then at the same time, the box has it printed on all sides. So every time you play, you can rotate the box and have a different path.
Oh, okay.
In addition, let's say that you're sitting over here. You can't see what's on the outside of the box, but it's mirrored on the inside of the box, so you see what spots are available.
Oh, that's kind of good.
So some people like to play on the inside of the box, you know.
Oh, so you can play either side then.
Yeah, so that's it. That's Snail Sprint. I really like it because you can, with younger kids, you can work on colors, you can work on shapes. Every shape has a unique color, so you can play with colorblind as well. It's not a concern anymore with this. And you also can kind of work on the concept of strategy and like figuring out what other people are, you know, paying attention to with like a little older kids, and also with adults. Adults, oh man, this gets cutthroat.
Yeah, I bet it would. Yeah. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, the group of friends that I play with, yeah, we would get so mean during this game, I think.
Yeah. So this one is also available right now. It's in stores. It's $28.99 MSRP, 2 to 4 players, and just an insider tip. You can totally play with more players. I've played with 6 players in this, all older kids or adults, because the younger kids don't like the downtime. So we like to keep it to 4 players for younger kids, but don't let the player count on the box deter you if you're looking for a game for a family of 5.
Perfect. And what was the age range on that?
5 and up.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your origins.
You too.